And so, we begin yet again, continuing where we left off, which was the beginning of World 3. Tycoon Castle awaits. The Chancellor wishes to speak with us, as always. He has realized who Ferris is. We're welcome to attend. Yeah. Remember, Ferris is dressed like a man most of her life, that she can remember. She's not used to this normal female dress. And Butts just never really paid attention. We're just very fortunate they had 2 thrones in the throne room. Now Krylie is the one outside of her element. Poor Krylie. She now is basically like we were with Gallif's world. The aliens never going home as far as we're aware. Why did we suddenly transition back to, the original world? Just doesn't make much sense, does it? Not to me. Yeah, the Chancellor and the guards are not gonna let them just sneak out. So unfortunately, we have to leave them. But us, the double berserker, they don't care about that. We can sneak. We can sneak all we want, even right past this guy here. Oh? West River? There wasn't a West River. And here Butts goes abusing the poor children. And then he gets his butt kicked by them. So, welcome to the Double Berserker Party. We are only 2 berserkers. That's all there is. By the way, we couldn't have skipped that scene because where'd this river come from? This river wasn't here. That desert is a whole lot smaller. The trees are a whole lot bigger. Something seems off. Something's not right here. So far, other than a random river, Wait. Where's the exit to the Pirates' Fortress? The one in the middle of the mountains. Why is there more mountains? Where'd this landmass off to the right come from? Why does the world look a whole lot bigger? Well, maybe Boko knows. Oh, hi, Boko. And of course, Krylie knows how to speak Chocobo. Which somehow Butts he has problems communicating with Boko. By the way, in World 2, there's a spot where you can find a female Chocobo. Because she's female, Butts says we can't ride her. These two Chocobos have found each other in the very short hours that something has happened. These, as far as we know, are the only two Chocobos on the planet. And they had children in a few hours. These Chocobos get around very quickly. Makes you wonder why the black ones went extinct. But anyway, we have Boko back now. Remember how I said in the early game that Boko, the Chocobo, can cross rivers? This is his only purpose. That enemies can't, hurt him. Because we have rivers to cross. This world looks very different than what it used to. Something has happened. Something very drastic. Fortunately, Boko can go in rivers. That bridge looks familiar. I wonder why. I always get lost as to the specifics of where we're going. I know it involves having to cross several rivers, if I can find them. Or assuming I can find any direction to go. Ah yes, the reason we needed the bird. He could cross rivers. This river wasn't here before. This giant landmass up north wasn't here. Oh look, a river. Oh, there it is. Where's the water? Where'd the wind shrine go? I guess it's up there, but... this was all water. Those pirates are not gonna be pirates anymore. They're gonna have to be bandits. Land pirates. Hey, there's our ship. We can't get to it. It would make things so much easier if we could. There's this route over here. Hey, look! It's Tool! Boko can also swim in lakes. I don't know why. Something is very off about this world. What do you think, Boko? Boko? Oh, no. What have you done? You should have just kept moving, Boko. We wouldn't have fallen in. And now for our first double boss. Say hello to Antlion. Now we have got two roughly equal leveled berserkers. Antlion has 8,100 health. There's nothing we can do. We're rolling with berserkers. So we're just gonna have to whittle him down. Hope the shields help. I could have actually, and yeah, I should have put on the elven mantles to help with the dodging, but oh well. Butts is taking no damage to speak of, so. And now he's half Krylee's level. Ish. Still, they'll have him dead in a few. Berserkers are very helpful like that. Krylee, on the other hand, might not survive. Especially if he starts eating at the bone mail. I mean, his criticals are only 200 damage. That's not too bad. And we won. We scared it away. What do we do? What can we do? Poor Boko. A rope. Who could have dropped us a rope? They're very insistent we don't get it. For a guy who does not speak Chocobo, he communicates very well with Boko. And as usual, bird first. Whoever it is, they must be very strong. Hey, it's Ferris. Yeah, the pirate lord. Yeah, Ferris, there's some problems. The world is much less water than it used to be. Sailing, plus the crystals are dead. Sailing and pirating is not going to be a thing. But we've gone from 2 people to... Oh, what happened to you, Krylee? A splinter. Well, we were in a tree. It could have come from anywhere. We also killed a tree person, X-Death. It could have come from anywhere. I mean, can't be anything important, right? Anyway, we've now got... good old Berserker Ferris. Good old Black Mage Ferris on our party. Now, we have the ability to survive. A little bit, at least. We can't go that way. Could we go this way? No. We're gonna have to go into this cave, wherever it is. There wasn't a cave here before. This world is very different. Something has happened. Maybe... This looks familiar. Maybe someone in here could explain something? Oh! It's the sage! What's he doing here? Hopefully this makes up for the poking incident when we first met you. two worlds merging? An ancient legend. That's not good. 1,000 years ago. You mean 300 years before you were born. I mean, I suppose that's ancient, but then again, you're 700. The void. Yes, just continue to explain, but Butts just isn't gonna understand. I knew. The world was split in twain. The world is doomed. The world is dead. The world is dying. It's just a matter of time before everything just dies. The world is doomed. It doesn't matter what we do. Oh? That splinter? Is it acting up? Oh, now it's a tree branch. And now it's X-Death. He's a tree. Well, at least you can monologue now safely, X-Death. Oh? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, not Tessel. No! That's Kessel Tycoon. What are you doing? But what about Ainu? I mean, he was defeated, but that doesn't say he was killed. Apparently that does not matter. Oh no. Oh no, Guido. No. No. Lena, Hiryu, the Chancellor, everyone in Castle Tycoon. I hope you have a way out before it's too late. The Castle Tycoon is dead. He planned this. He knew we would accidentally destroy the crystals. He didn't actually lose to us. And now he's just gonna kill us. If Guido doesn't get in the way. He's a 700-year-old turtle. He's a sage. He's had 700 years. His magic and martial abilities are unmatched by anyone. And Ninja Turtles reference? But even that's not enough. Because as usual, X-Death can just do things. Wahahaha. That's just turned. Hopefully we all ended up in the same place, because, oh, we did. Oh, we gotta help poor Guido up. Again. The ancient library. Yes, the ancient library. No, we have no idea. It's just an ancient library with half of a sealed book. Right. A book in two halves. Oh, both halves are here. That's good. Oh, look, everyone's here. There was a button to get rid of the staircase the whole time, and no one figured it out. Because if you have half the people on one side and half the people on the other with two halves of a book, you need a table to put it all together at. Plus, war room scene. The void was not alone. Left and right book become one book. And then it speaks. Oh, that castle that I told you we weren't going to. This is why. You had access to it a world ago. You don't have a reason to go there until shortly hereafter. I have no desire to grab Flare. Much less I have use of Holy. I can't use Meteor. Leviathan is useless, and I've got no reason to hurt Bahamut. But I really want... Ideally... I only need one tablet. Not the 4. I only need the 1. Maybe 2 if I was really feeling like getting another knife. Oh, by the way, we no longer have access to Boko. Oh, now we have all the scholars here. The healing jar is still here. And remember that book I said not to touch? Now we grab it. Now we grab the book. Now we learn a mana song that's not useful for anyone because we don't have anyone who could use it. The void is the birthplace of a light. That, if I didn't know better, and I might know better, I'd say Final Fantasy XIV makes a huge reference to this, to everything in here at this point. Just with the way they talk about things so slightly vaguely. And it makes some degree of sense. This thing absorbs wind. Okay, the wind knife is not a good idea to fight those guys. I mean, we always have the death sickles, but... no reason for that, I guess. Anyway, this is forced in the way. Between us and the desert. Why is it here? Oh, the guardian tree's still here. Oh, it lives. it will be a long time before the forest comes back. Oh yeah, Lena's gone. We assume she's dead. We're 3 warriors again. 1 black mage, double berserker. The world is still dying. Remember this. There's nothing we can do to bring it back. The world is dying. As evidence of that, the desert no longer moves. The world is dying. We're doing this for a doomed planet. There's absolutely no reason for us to try and continue. The world will be dead in a few years. Tops. You know. There is no reason to continue forward. The world is doomed. It's dead. These slugs look familiar. As did the fact the Guardian Tree was around. I wonder if the city of Moore survived the world integration. It did. It seems to have, anyway. A haunted shed. This haunted shed? What could be down here? There's gotta be, something down here. Old man. Always take the chicken knife. The chicken knife is powered up by how often you run away from fights. This is not a particularly strong chicken knife, but we will utilize it. We'll give it to... Yes, we'll give it to... we'll give it to Criley. It'll get stronger the more we run away from battles. This is important. Now, the other weapon, the Brave Blade, does the opposite. It gets weaker the more you run away. Which means it's pretty much useless unless you don't run away ever from a fight. Which why would you do something silly like that? Now, each point of damage in the chicken knife is each running away up to a maximum of 256 or 255, I forget the specifics, is a half point towards the strength of the chicken knife. But now, we have a small dungeon to fight. It is now known as the Pyramid of Moore. Say hello to our boss, the gargoyles. These twin gargoyles have to be defeated in tandem, or closely thereafter, otherwise they revive each other. This is going to be hard with double berserker, especially with one dealing significantly more damage than his counterpart. This is why I kept Ferris as a black mage, so she can try and even out the fight. Each gargoyle has 5,000 health, no real big immunities or anything. Come on, murder him. There we go. They are a pain in the butt. Fortunately, you only have to do it once. And the tome is sentient. As we've seen before, books kind of are in this world. The tablet now waits in the center of the pyramid. But first, we need to do some healing. This is one of the slightly more interesting dungeons. It is also one of the longer, more maze-like ones, so it's going to be a lot harder to navigate for a lot of players than everything that's come before, because I have been able to run through them rather, nicely. But, oh, well, so this one is just, it's longer. That's just how it is. It's just longer. As long as you don't face the snake won't actually attack you. Okay, one of these has something I want. It's behind an Archaeosaur, I believe, and being an undead, he's weak to fire. Fortunately, we have level 3 fire. That was not the robe we wanted. These guys, remember how I said they'd be back? They're back. They are also undead. And they've nearly killed, and they have now killed Krylie. That is what I wanted to do, but apparently my controller decided to not recognize my second inputs. My second or third inputs, that is. So unfortunately, Krylie, you get to sleep. Until Ferris decides to bring you back. That was the chicken knife. That is its special effect. Occasionally, you just run. This is why Dancer is so helpful, because you can dance the knife away. And it doesn't trigger if you have a way to secondarily use it as an attack. Which means you can power up a chicken knife and never have it trigger a run. The other thing about Berserker, their ATB gauge does not decrease when they die. As you noticed, I brought Krylie back to life and then we just ran. That is proof of Berserker gauge. I think it's like a 25% chance to run, if what I've heard is correct. It's not a huge chance, but it is a minor annoyance when things like this happen. So there's always a chance we can try and run, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, there we go. That's the main disadvantage of the chicken knife. But it is powerful enough where you might want to find a way to use it. Whether or not it stays useful in our inventory or not remains to be seen. Well, Crowley didn't need the health anyway. And I don't know if these count towards strengthening the chicken knife or not. I'll have to take a look after a few times and see if it's gotten more powerful. But to be honest, we don't really have a way to activate the chicken knife, so it might as well, for convenience sake, take it off. It appears it does count because you see the attack has gone up to 50 now. So for now, I will just put that away and remember that it exists. Remembering it exists means it exists. There are points where it will be useful to use the chicken knife because it's going to be so much more powerful. But for now, the running away is a minor annoyance, which is not what I need. A flame shield. Flame shield is basically a flame ring. And I've run myself out of mana. It's a good thing I have nearly 50 ethers. And a whole bunch of potions. Yes, those were poison spikes, but I decided to take them anyway. Partly due to the fact I have so much good stuff. We are making progress forward. This is the room of the robot. I did not run into you, robot. What are you doing? By the way, the ancient Ronkins built robots in this ancient pyramid. This robot is a bit ridiculous. The robots don't even drop anything special. They just kind of are. They also kind of take up double space. It's kind of weird because they're moving enemy and I'm trapped here now. I'm trapped. I'm trapped between robots. Robots and snakes. I'm going to have a very horrible time of survival, aren't I? It's a good thing I have all those ethers. Go, 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 go. Run, 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 run. I don't really think I need anything in here. This Aspis is gonna die. There's no way around it. Jaspises are the easy enemies in this room. Aha! We snuck by. Really, you don't want to fight those mecha heads unless you have to. And there's really no reason to anyway. In here, though, is, I believe, the one item we really want from here. Remember how I said the white robe was useless? I believe in here is the black mage equivalent, the black robe. Yes, it is. It is just much better. Now we have to sneak out of here, avoiding the mecha heads. Hopefully the rest of them just got caught, as they would, instead of trying to track us down. It looks like they mostly got caught in that lower section. We might have one more to face, I think. Yep, one between us and where we need to go. Oh good, his missile missed. Remember, we also have snappable rods if we do desperately need. And that will come in handy at some point, because Kryle's dead now. Kryle's dead now. Partly this is a difference of 10 levels, but mostly it's bone mail. Butts' bone mail is just so good. By the way, they're actually mummies. These mummies built robots when they were alive. No, I'm not gonna try and think about ancient Egyptian robots. A save point. That must mean we're getting close, right? We've got to be like halfway through? We're close. We're getting there. By the way, the pyramid is the only required tablet. And there are two ways here. You can go up, you can go down. This guy kind of hurts. And there's a minor connection with a later boss that you could fight. He has an equivalent in a different location of a related brother. Yes, they're palette sprites of the same time, of the same kind. The brother in the tower. That is the only reference we get to that. Sekhmet has a brother, and his brother is waiting for us. Okay. I don't believe there's anything in here, so I'm not sure why I'm even in here. I just want to waste some mana, I guess. That was through bone mail. He did 400 damage. These, the damned, are rather tough. But fortunately, they can't one-round us. Because round 2, they're dead. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that we want at all. We're just gonna sneak away. Power up the chicken knife a little. And this is, by the way, this place is full of secrets, and run from the Zephyrus. She's basically, she summons things. What she summons is random. That's not good. That is level 3 flare. Remember what I said about that? How, Xdeath had it and could use it? Oh, Krylee's dead. Fortunately, the rest of us are level 3 flare immune, but it can also try and discord us down to a level 3 flareable level. Which, oh, now Ferris is, oh. It's unfortunate that she can be level 3 flared. Butts, on the other hand, I think is discord immune. Finally! That was a trial and a half. I'm gonna need some more Phoenix Downs if this is gonna be the case. Remember, each run is a half point of strength to the chicken knife. All hail the chicken knife. Or apparently it may not be necessarily a random thing. She's just very hard to run from. Now is when precision movement will be helpful. If you wanted to fall, which there are reasons to fall down, I think the middle one, there are reasons. There are very good reasons. Treasure reasons, which if you're doing a normal run, you might want. That treasure, it's just a little useful. Okay, a bio soldier. He dies. Because bio will eat through butts like no one's business. Oh, okay, or maybe not. He's undead though. So he still gets sapped with bio, but he can live through it. Goodness gracious. Okay, that is not an issue. That is not an issue. Adamantite Golem doesn't do anything that I am aware of. Oh, it's a good thing I have this endless bag of items. We're getting there. We're very close. There's a gold hairpin in here if you really, really want it. I would recommend most people get it, but not everyone needs it. And there's nothing else we need, so we're just going to ignore that. And I needed to go up the other side of the stairs. Well, I needed to go one more down. This is a useless... just an elixir. It's useless. This, I believe, is some Gaia gear, which might be useful to some Fiesta groups, but not us. Oh, a Gaia hammer. That is actually very helpful. That is an earth hammer. Krylie now gets to occasionally cause an earthquake. Just very occasionally. And my movement betrays me again. I can't say I'm not surprised. I am. Oh, that's not good. Are they like all stone things weak to lightning? Yes. That's a very dangerous encounter. I don't remember why, but I do know it is just dangerous. Dang nabbit. There we go. Like I said, there's a gold hairpin and other items. This is a pretty good place to go for items, but... And there's even a basement that I'm not even bothering to show off in this Fiesta run. But I believe here we have reached the top of the tower of the pyramid. The first and only tablet we are getting. Apparently the pyramid had a hole in the top of it. What do you see, Krylie? Oh, hey, Bird Peninsula, how are ya? It's sinking. Our boat was on there. Oh look, it wasn't a Bird Peninsula. It was a Dragon Peninsula the whole time. You might think this would be boss. But there is no boss of Pyramid. Anticlimactic? Yes. Remember, the airship is a boat. We now have our airship back. Yes, rather than have us repeat all the old forms of transportation yet again, they just give it to us. Which is very helpful. But we are still only 3. And being 3 is not enough. 3 is not enough. We need someone to replace Lena. We need Triple Berserker back. The Guardian Tree. Hmm? Could that be Krylie's Windrake? Has to be, right? It can't be Hiryu. Could it? It's Hiryu! Good Windrake. She's unconscious, but she has to be alive. Her body's still there. Lena? X-Death, what are you doing? Give us back Lena. No. No, not Guido. No, what are you doing? I know what that camera shot means. No! No, Guido! And the entire forest, too. No! No! No, what have you done? The earth is dying, X-Death. No, Hiryu, no! He's dead. Welcome to Melusine. This boss has a rotating category of magic barriers. You can overwhelm her in one round. She has 20,000 health, and berserkers aren't going to be able to do much. With only the one black mage, I doubt we'll be able to one-cycle her. But it is a possibility. She is, however, immune to earth and air, which means Butts actually is not going to do anything this round. Even if he can connect, she just absorbs air. Okay, we've currently 3-cycled her. Don't. And she has just changed her barrier. That is, I believe, not changed. That has not changed her... Okay, so it's not the ice barrier. That does not refresh her health. But that has created a minor problem in that she also has an immune phase, that she's just immune to everything. Hence why level 1 magic is still useful. Okay, she's in the immune phase. Basically, at this point, it's up to poor Krylie there. The transitions and everything have nothing to do with it. It's just random. Fortunately, she's not being a terribly hard boss, which is fine. So I'm gonna take a guess here. Okay, yep. She was in the thunder. I should have used the level 3. Because now she's got time to change. No, she does not. She is dead. That can be a very hard boss if you don't know the gimmick. I remember spending a lot of time on her every time I've played through the game normally, because I don't normally carry a black mage at this point. There's just so many other good classes. But we are back to being 4 people again. At the sacrifice of the Windrake. Hiryu's dead. But we will have the airship back shortly. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just trying to figure out what the bestiary in this game is a little out of order. It doesn't go in order of bosses you face. Which is a minor annoyance. Oh, Castle Surgate was right next to the library. Right. Okay. It was there the whole time. Of course it was. Anyway, we now have our airship. Back again. Question is, what do we do now? Well, Lena, we could just end the game right now, pretty much. Guido is full of lies. There are places we can't visit in World 3 because they get thrown into the void. Waltz is one of them. Sadly. Astoria. Plead with the Lord of the Death. Oh, Moogle Forest is another one. We couldn't get there with without the Black Chocobo, and we haven't had a chance to try and get one. See if Black Chocobo even still exists. And Licks. So that shop of half-priced items, yeah, you're not going to use it ever again. You can't. You just can't get there. Yes, stop pushing the ship so hard before it breaks apart. Thank you, Butts. This used to be where Lix was. This is the mysterious forest that now connects the old town of Jacol and Ball. I believe this is Ball. Yes, that's Ball because there's Werewolf Village and North Mountain. We have no reason to go there. This must be the big bridge. Something's on it. Anyway, there's a mysterious little forest here. Exists for reasons. This is Phantom Village. There are some great items here. If you have the time and patience for it. He was immortal. What makes the void so powerful that you would trade immortality for it? You can do that. He gives you something. I don't recall what, but it is a thing. A piano. This is the location of the final piano of the game. If you have the location. It is hidden. Because in here, in the Mirage Village, it is a sealed thing. Pianos are sealed. No one would ever want to play a piano. Never. They are evil, disastrous things. Let's not go in there, that's a silly place. Here you can purchase a lot of things, including twin lances, moonring blades, and things that we can't use. If you approach the back of these places, you can get a great many items. If you approach from the front, you get one set of items, I believe. Gaia hammers are very important. This is basically the store, the location for the store that you will ever use. They have rings available. This is the only spot other than if you had a thief and stole flame rings. This is the only other place you could get them because Istori is gone. Plus, we now have Black Chocobo back. It's very good to have Black Chocobo back. We can buy elixirs here. There's no reason to buy elixirs here. They're expensive. Really expensive. But if you had nothing else to buy, spend your money on, I guess you could. Just some liquidation. And proof that we are going to... We could spend the night here, but there's no reason. As you saw, we could just... Where is that piano? It has been some time since I went looking for this piano. Not that we have a reason to use it or anything. I know it's hidden somewhere. Just don't remember where. Regardless, there are things. It's a place you could pick up Toad, Mini, Speed, Float. Items you could have missed. Basically. Yeah. Get out of my way. Armor shop. Crystal items. But on top of that, this guy sells Hermes sandals, angel flame coral, and coral rings. No one can equip the Lamia's tiara. That is unfortunate. Also, can't equip the angel's robe. No, or can they? I'm gonna check it. No, no one can. Anyway, Hermes sandals are considered the best accessory in the game because they're permanent haste. Permanent haste at that. Crystal shields are pretty good. I'm keeping the absorb shields just in case I have a reason to use them. Plus, this is where you would get your endgame gear normally. There's a lot of things we could use here. And I don't believe we can go Death Scythe farming either. It's sometimes hard to keep the specific equipment sets in mind. But regardless, there is a hidden there is... Ah, here's the weapons shop. I knew it was around somewhere. No, it's the same set of equipment no matter where you go. Okay, I was wrong. For some reason, that would strike me as something... something they did in another game at some point. Regardless, we now have Black Chocobo back. And I believe we could grab Windrake as well, if we wanted to. But there's really no reason to. From Castle Ball. Instead, we need to find Castle Cusco, the sealed castle, which is somewhere around here. I forget what this is, but we had no... Oh, this is an island shrine. We have no reason to go there. Literally no reason. Castle is somewhere. It's been some time since I tried to navigate this location, especially considering they brought the castles and made them all look in World 1's palette the same, which is unfortunate. Which town was this? Regal. So if I remember right, Regal is, yes, just north of the castle. Here goes nothing. This is a dangerous place to be. No matter who your party is, no matter what level you are, this is a very dangerous place to be. We made it through without a single encounter. Somehow. I only need 3 weapons. I need the axe. Yes. The knife. And the rod. Fortunately, you have plenty of time to think of it. And to look them over. Assassin's Dagger, yes. Yes, please. No one ever wants the Gaia Bell. We need the rod, not the staff. The Mangus rod. No. I believe... Yes, we want the... Yeah, we want the rod, not the staff. And once you've placed a tablet in place, you have to choose three weapons. So even if you only need like 1, you have to take 3. The staff, the knife, and the axe. These are significantly powerful weapons. These are ungodly powerful weapons. And these are endgame material. So really, I just spent a bunch of money for nothing. And you don't have to come here. If you feel like you can take on X-Death without these, you can miss this scene. If you go gather all the tablets and then unseal them, you miss this cutscene until after canonically it's been happened. Many of these are bosses we will face, and some are ones we have not. Regardless, now we have to somehow get out of here. And this is part of the reason where this is so dangerous. Shield Dragon is... he has got... oh no! Assassin's Dagger! Oh, we've been betrayed. We have been betrayed. We have been betrayed. We're dead. We are so dead. I mean, I could try and fight him, but as you can see, he's basically an undead dragon. Oh. Ooh, yes, kill Krylie, please. That's the only option we have. They're very hard to run away from. Very hard. Actually, chicken knife. Chicken knife. I need chicken knife to make us run. That's the only way we're getting out of here alive. Because we are going to get killed at some point. This is why it's so dangerous to enter this castle. Come on, chicken knife. At least it's not casting instant death around on everybody. There we go. Oh, chicken knife. I never thought you'd be so helpful. Oh. That chicken knife is not coming off until we have left here alive. And we have made it out alive. Oh, that is a nightmare of a place. You don't want to go there unless you have to. Shield Dragon is hard on the best of days, with the best of parties. This is not the best of parties. We have 3 berserkers. One of which has an instant death axe, an instant death. Basically a death sickle on steroids, which is great, except when it bounces. If you didn't farm for death sickles or have them just randomly show up or drop on you, you wouldn't know about this instant death mechanic and how broken it is until now. That dancing dagger is not coming off. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, chicken knife. You allowed us to live. With this, we have no place really else to go. I mean, there are things we could do for no reason. So, I mean, we could grind. But I think... yes, we're gonna make some progress into the void. We can always leave. That's the important thing. Welcome to the Rift. The Rift is endgame. This is, Dorme, that chimera I talked to you about. I may have said Doma. But it's actually the Dorme. I'm sorry, I had Final Fantasy XIV on the brain. The thing that cast Aqua in the desert that I told you was evil and to be avoided at all costs. Yeah, it's here. There's a whole bunch of just random enemies. By the way, the rune axe, it's said, and I believe it, as long as you have MP, you'll do more critical strikes. It, I believe, drains MP the more critical strikes it does. Regardless, Butts is still a highly over-leveled at this point. So he is doing an absurd amount of damage. That was not quite my plan, but it worked. My plan was actually to heal Krylie, but once again, inputs were disrupted. And one of our first bosses, I believe. And I forget who... if I can find it on the list. It was Void. Ah, this is where we get introduced to them, I believe. There's nothing in here we want. I mean, there are things you could get, but for once, I'm saying no to the treasure chests? No, I'm not saying no to the treasure chests. How dare you just kill Krylie like that? That's rude. Oh no, Butts is dead forever. Yeah, once Bone Zerker dies, he's dead. He's just dead. But again, the sheer damage he can take, you might want to keep it. Keep it on him. Keep the bone mail on him. Yeah, Butts is immune to instant death, being the Bone Zerker. There are things that could be useful to be had in here. And then there are those that are not. Everything is also very hard to run away from, as you can see. It's kind of a waste. If I need to throw the magic out, I could. But it kind of feels like a waste. Yeah, it kind of feels like a waste to have to throw that much MP out there and then just run. And yes, he can hit himself. It almost never happens, but I have seen it. Like I said, he can hit himself for allies. I said it doesn't happen often, I'm not lying. Those things I think are rather dangerous. Remember how I said I was not getting the chests? I'm getting the chests. I don't recall what's in them, but they're decent things, elixirs and things like that. Things that'll come in handy for, you know, final boss, whichever, you know, how badly Xdeath is gonna try and hurt us, because he was hard enough. He was hard the first time around. I can't imagine how much stronger he's gonna be. Given he's now acquired the power to literally just make everything disappear into a void space. Oh, this is not good. Okay, that's good. That's a good option. Another blood sword. Another useless item we don't have a use for. And that's unfortunate because blood swords are actually very good in most Final Fantasies where they exist. Now, it might seem strange, and it is a little strange, that I'm just running from these fights when, let's be honest, Krylie is now under-leveled. Everyone else is a bit closer to on par where we need to be. This looks familiar, doesn't it? This is Mirage Village. How unusual. It's frozen in time, though. That was an unusual thing. That door we tried to open links directly to the void, but can only be opened when time has stopped. How unusual. How unusual indeed. Oh, we're in a forest. This looks like more forest. Except for all the things that are gonna try and murder us here. There's really not much to say. This is a final dungeon. And trust me, we have a ways to go. It is a long dungeon. I hope you're prepared. Krylie has now mastered Berserker. Everyone is now officially a Berserker Master. Which means, if we ever get the chance, we need to shuffle around our Black Mage. Which is going to be easier said than done. Because, let's be honest, I'm not going to give up on Ferris being the Black Mage until she's mastered it. Which means this is likely the configuration we're going to take on X-Death with. And I'm not going to lie, it is X-Death we're going to be taking on. We may have to do some grinding in here. Some money, some items, things like that. There are 2 bonus bosses included in the original Final Fantasy V. Both of them are referenced in Final Fantasy XIV's latest expansion, Stormblood. Which may not be the latest one by the time you see this, but as of the time of recording, it is. Omega and Shinryu. We have solutions possibly to one of the bosses, but definitely not for both. We could potentially kill Omega. It's not going to be easy, not in the slightest. It's a bonus boss, for goodness sakes. But we have no options for Shinryu. Not without stacking of buffs, which is an oddity of the programming that was only recently discovered. If you change when you end a battle, you have 1 set of buffs applied to your character in the code. If you change equipment outside battle, the new buffs get added, but the old buffs don't get removed. Meaning you can have double or even triple, double stacks of 2 completely different buffs on your characters. And we're talking Aegis Shield versus, Bone Mail. You can have, or the Shield stack. I mean, there are possibilities. Elf Cape and Mangosh while not being equipped is the big one. Lilith Rod. I forget what that does. It's a sap staff. I mean, it could be useful, I guess. But we don't really have a use for that. Boss number 1. Say hello to Califistari. She's pretty bad. She's pretty tough. She's got no weaknesses. She has 18,000 health. Go to town. She has 10,000 mana. She has the ability to do that. Fortunately, we have endgame. We are endgame, so we will endgame on her. The only one that could cause some problems is Krylie and the assassin knife. Plus, with Ferris now being old, her level is dropping, which means her magic's gonna drop out slowly. But that's the first boss of the Void. That is a sign of things to come. I hope you stocked up on everything because this is a long... Mentioned it was long, I was not kidding. We haven't seen a single save point, and there isn't one. For a little bit yet. Hello Catoblepas knockoffs. You guys hurt a lot. The reason I say they're Catoblepas knockoffs is because they are. He's a summon you could get in World 2, but you don't really have a reason to. Catoblepas. He's in World 2 where the scene with the female Chocobo happens. Really a use world in the grand scheme of things. Down to our right is Omega. We will ignore that because Omega is deadly. We want nothing to do with Omega if we can help it. I may take some time to show off a little bit of Omega after the Fiesta is done, and maybe even a little beforehand. And we will attempt Omega as soon as we can. But Omega is very hard and very evil, and you try not to die to Omega, basically. Because Omega is deadly. And I say this even knowing the Flame Rings will protect us from his worst attack. Our first save point of the dungeon. We are going to use it because Omega lies outside. Oops. Completely the wrong window. Hello, Omega. He cannot come past this waterfall. Hello! Say hello to everyone's favorite, Omega. He has 55,530 health. Excuse me, I thought he did a completely different move. I thought he did an atomic wave. We are dead. We are dead. Omega has murdered us. That was Omega. There's a reason he's a bonus boss. We need to now sneak by Omega without him triggering. Oh, we're dead. This is the hardest part. They put Omega in our way. There are some very specific solutions to Omega. We have none of them. With a Time Mage, we could possibly quickly him. But that's not happening. Try this again. Sneak by Omega. Are you gonna be nice? Omega! Omega. Omega was a prototype weapon they threw into the void because he was too powerful. He could destroy the planet. In Final Fantasy V, he has a reason to be in an interdimensional void. Omega. Respect Omega, and he will respect you. A panda. Say hello to basically Biblios's older brother. A panda, who is not a panda, has 22,200 health. He's weak to fire, nothing else really is happening to him. He's Biblios 2.0. And like his younger sibling, he's going to die as quickly as before. As Biblios. Oh no, he toaded the Bone Zerker. Why would you toad the Bone Zerker? That's rude. And he's trying to kill Ferris. He has successfully nearly killed Ferris. Again, also referenced in the game I've been playing a lot, Final Fantasy XIV, a panda. Anyway, Toad is in here somewhere. I mean, I could have also used a Maiden's Kiss, but that would be silly. Now, he does have an instinct, like Biblios, to constantly cast Protect on himself. Unfortunately, like Biblios, it's only Protect, it's not Shell. And he has that kind of thing going for him. Again, like I said, he's Biblios 2.0. Thank you, Krylie. That Aegis Shield is coming in so handy. Even for the minor inconveniences it does cause of occasionally blocking my healing magic. But that was a panda. By the way, this location is called Area 5. We just came from Area 9. We could always go back and save. And someone could make a good point to do so. But I'd like to point out there's Omega back there. I don't want to walk past Omega if I can help it. Omega, as you've seen, he's not to be trifled with. You don't walk by Omega. You give him a berth. You give Omega a berth and you pray he doesn't notice you exist. This, by the way, I believe is called Area 7. Or will be. I don't know the specifics of it. There are things... Each area is labeled, but as you've noticed, they're not consecutive. Not in the least. Ooh, boy, that looks like it kinda hurt a little. Again, that was through bone mail. Which the only reason at this point I'm keeping it on butts is because it has massive stat immunities. There's no other reason. These guys again. Here we go. This is Area 7, the castle. Full of sword dancers. And all sorts of other things. And our next, and I believe last, save point is in here somewhere. Free set of Hermes sandals, by the way. That's 50,000 gold you do not have to spend. Okay. You. I forget which one you are. You are my save point. Be nice to me. Okay, this boss is weak against poison. This guy has 27,900 health. He has also 50,000 mana. He doesn't absorb anything, fortunately, but he is weak against poison. That is perhaps one of the most annoying blue magics in the game, because it hits so many things. Even it's much worse than level 5 death. Level 3 flare, although that one's pretty bad. As you can see, it's dropping rapidly. Our effectiveness is rapidly diminishing. So it's probably going to be worth it. Remember I bought those bio rods? Or poison rods. So long ago. We can just shatter them. Because they're not stat dependent. Yeah, berserkers. The berserkers are basically useless at this point. Basically, the only hope we have is rotting him to death. We made decent progress at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of this fight. But you need this fight. You need to kill him. Don't you dare. We lost. It's all up to the berserkers, and they don't deal enough damage. It's entirely possible they're just gonna die. I mean, I suppose you could try and roulette himself, but he's immune to death. Which means Criley can't even Assassin's Dagger him to death. Oh, apparently though, we did somehow win. I just needed 2 more turns. 2 more turns is all I needed. But with that, we have now acquired the second to last save point in the void. And with that, we're going to go a little bit forward. This thing is an enemy. Welcome to Catastrophe. Catastrophe has 3 health shy of 20,000 health. We have to kill him fast. He's also one of the few enemies we've encountered with an absorbing of earth capability. Basically, this is going to be up to berserkers. Ferris is going to be on healing duty. And I'm not even sure she's fast enough. This I'm just going to try and get out of the way. If we fail, we'll pick it up next time, because we've been going for a good stretch of time. Riley's dead. And there's no time to bring Lena back, so it's up to Butts. Okay, now we have time to bring Lena back. So far, so good. Put the Mangus staff back on, wherever that disappeared to. There it is, the Mangus rod. And try and bring Criley back. She's likely to die in the next earthquake anyway. There she goes, dying in the next earthquake. What did I tell you? And that was Catastrophe, folks. Yes, the amount of enemies ramp up drastically at this point. Hopefully we bought enough cottages. But we are getting close. We are getting very close to the end. So till then, folks, this is Stomping Llama, and we'll see you next time.